Alright, good evening everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, dropping a like on the video to help me reach a wider audience, and any comments or questions you may have, please leave them down below and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I'm going to talk about VeChain today and an article I've just read regarding the possibility of VeChain becoming a privacy coin. I think it's purely speculation, but interesting nonetheless. So I'll go through that shortly. I'll start off with the cryptocurrency market because it's had a little pullback today. The market cap's down to, well, it's down 1.46%. It's at 1.08 trillion. It was 1.1 trillion last night, I believe. 24-hour trading volume is $62 billion. Bitcoin dominance is falling a little bit day by day. It's 47.1%, so the alts are doing quite well. Bitcoin is currently trading at just shy of 23.4. It's given back some of the gains it's made over the last week, but it's holding pretty well, to be honest with you. Ethereum, again, a little bit of a pullback. Across the top 10, there's not really much movement. It's a fairly flat day, just like, minor pullback really across the whole market. Looking at the biggest rises of the day, Immutable X is up 14%, 44% on the week. Terra Classic 12%. HBAR continues to do well. That's been making gains for the last 2-3 weeks. It's doing very well, but again, nothing really massive. Fairly flat across the market today. Perhaps there'll be some movement at the weekend. I know last Sunday we had an up day, which is quite unusual. Normally things are quiet at the weekend because the institutional traders are away, but retail held the fort and did quite well. As for VeChain, it's down 0.5%, trading at 0.024. Got a market cap of $1.78 billion. 24-hour trading volume of $72.5 million, and a circulating supply of 72.5 billion VeChain. As you can see, it's a fairly just chop, not really doing much. We've got sideways movement at the moment, nothing to be really concerned about. Sentiment-wise, as you can see, people are talking about different things that are completely unrelated to VeChain. We're talking, I don't know, it's just become like a shilling section, so I'm not even going to bother with that today. I like to start off by looking at the charts just to see how we're doing, how my analysis is playing out. Yesterday we had a little pullback almost to this trend line, but this trend line is holding firm. It looks like it's in play. We're still heading towards this double top. I'd like to think we'll be there by, if this trend line holds, by Monday, a week on Monday, possibly before that. Provided we don't break through this trend line and head down towards the 100, but both these moving averages are sloping up. Is there a divergence? There is a divergence between these two highs here. So it's very, very minor, plus the momentum has been positive, and we're making higher highs. Even though there's a red bar, we did make a slight higher high, so I'd like to think we can close above or even wick above yesterday's high, and that continues with the good momentum. We got a bullish pattern in play there. Didn't trigger, but it gave us a setup, so everything's looking quite good. My main concern will be around this double top. I'd like to think we can push through the 0.26 region, so I'll just close them off. And I believe my next level is 0.032. That's my short-term targets. Moving on to the longer terms, if we go on to the weekly, spread that out. That's gone a bit wrong, isn't it? So we're some distance away from all-time highs. Sorry, my screen's frozen, so if I can move that up. It's not going very well. Right, that's a bit better. Yeah, it still looks fairly bullish. We've got still got this bullish divergence in play on the weekly. Positive momentum. We look like we're about to cross the zero line on the MACD. Wick down massively, like a dragonfly doji type thing. When this weekly candle closes, hopefully it'll be above the candle of last week, but it's been a fairly indecisive week, a lot of chop in the market. I know, like, we were massively up the other day, but it's given back rather a lot of those gains. I'm not talking about VeChain, I'm talking about the market as a whole, but I'd say we're still in fairly bullish territory. Let's have a quick look at the lower time frames. Again, yeah, we're pulling back slightly, but this trend line was pushed through, it was breached, but the 4-hour 100 served the support and pushed us back up. So everything's looking fairly nice on the chart. I always prefer the daily, it gives me the best picture. That's where I do most of my analysis on. Right, now, what was I there? The article. It's on Crypto News Flash, and I think this is a fairly speculative article, but it's interesting nonetheless. Can VeChain become a privacy coin like Monero or ZCash? ZKPs are the future in $1 billion market. ZPK has several real-world use cases, including healthcare and other personal data privacy, decentralized identification, decentralized exchange, and supply chain management. It is highly possible that VeChain could become a privacy coin despite the recent criticisms and scrutiny they've been subjected to in a bid to crack down on the black markets that actively use these coins. That's what privacy coins. I don't really know a great deal about them, but I know that I find it laughable that people think that selling drugs and whatnot using Bitcoin is a good idea, because everything's fully traceable in the blockchain. I think it's ludicrous that people do that, but that's by the by. I'm moving on. That's just something that popped into my head. The tech pioneers have long advocated for privacy in the blockchain industry. Over the years, the likes of Monero and ZCash have been pushing the popularity of this concept in the crypto sphere. It's important to note that Monero does not only hide the identity of the parties involved in transactions, it also hides the amount to make it difficult to be traced back. Interesting. ZCash also uses a unique approach to promote privacy using the ZK-SNARK protocol, or zero-knowledge proofs. ZKP is a cryptographic technique used in cryptography and computer science. ZKP enables users to prove that information sent to another party is correct without the need to display the actual information. This raises the question of whether VeChain can be private like ZCash and Monero. In an article titled Beyond Anonymity, God, I can't read that word. Anonymity. You have to excuse me. The future of privacy with zero-knowledge proofs, ZKP. It is stated that the interactive verification input is needed to implement the ZKP protocol. According to the article, verification input must fulfill 3 ZKP characteristics, namely completeness, soundness, and zero knowledge. According to the article, there are 2 primary weeks to implement ZKP on a blockchain. These are ZK-SNARK and ZK-STARK. The article mentions that use ZKP or ZK-SNARK protocols in 2023, and this includes Mina Foundation. It uses variants of ZK-SNARK protocol known as Plonk to offer practical zero-knowledge proofs. No matter how many transactions are committed to the network, the Mina protocol intends to be light blockchain with a fixed size of just 22 KB. This size should enable everyone to manage a node and contribute to the network security without the need for a complex computer hardware. VeChain could become a privacy coin. Another project that helps pioneer the zero-knowledge technology is ZCash. It helps the use of zero-knowledge technology in the sector by supporting its privacy-preserving transactions with zero-knowledge proof. ZCash is a cryptocurrency that offers anonymous transactions through the ZK-SNARK protocol. The first widely used cryptocurrency to use zero-knowledge proofs is this one. Other projects that make use of ZK-STARK are Aztec Protocol, Polygon Maiden, and Starkware Industry. ZKP has several world use cases, including healthcare and other personal data privacy, decentralized identification, decentralized exchange, and supply chain management. VeChain especially is a blockchain based on the supply chain management platform. It makes use of the ZKP to effectively track items and supply across the supply chain more securely and transparently. Provenance, a blockchain-based supply chain management software, employs ZKP to create tamper-proof supply chain records. The party has just started, and there is a long road ahead. The zero-knowledge proof is a powerful method to enhance data privacy, and in the coming years, we'll witness novel, sustainable, scalable, and cutting-edge solutions to data privacy. It is highly possible that VeChain could become a privacy coin despite the recent criticisms and scrutiny they have been subjected to in a bid to crack down on the black markets that actively use these coins. Like I said, this is purely speculative. I don't see anything, announcement-wise. It's just speculation. I need to read up more on privacy coins. I mean, I've been aware of them. I think what was the one McAfee used to promote years ago? I know he's dead now. What was that one? It will come to me at the end of the video when I stop recording, but there was one that McAfee was really trying to pump years back because he got into crypto a long time ago. Verge, that's the one. I think that was a privacy coin. But I'm going to do some reading up on privacy coins, so I've got a bit more clued up on it. Yeah, I'll link the article down below. It's purely speculation from what I can see. There's no official announcements. It's just like what they might do. It's interesting nonetheless. So back onto the market. It's Let's refresh that. It's recovering a little bit, down 1.06% over the last 24 hours. VeChain, let's have one last look at the chart. We're pulling back a little bit, but this trend line holds firm. This doesn't really give me any concerns. Everything's looking nice when you look at this on the big picture. And bearing in mind this is a daily chart. Actually, there's a bit of parallel channel forming there. Let me just see if I can draw a little parallel channel there. So we start from around here. That's terrible, delete that. I'll start at the bottom, it'll make more sense that way. So if we follow that along there, and then we have got the makings of a parallel channel, so if we can trade within those ranges, interesting. I never script my videos, as you can probably tell, because I do ramble on and talk a lot of bollocks, but yeah, I've just spotted that and that's worth keeping an eye on. Anyway, I'm going to leave it for there, because like I said, I'm going on a bit now. It's just 11 minutes of me talking, and you probably got more interesting things to do than watch this. But once again, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, dropping a like on the video. It helps me out, it gets me to a wider audience, helps to grow the channel. And any comments or questions you may have, please leave them down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. So once again, I wish you a wonderful evening, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Bye for now.